Welcome to another 5-minute flower video. My name is Karla, and this is where we learn to draw all kinds of flowers in under 5 minutes. Today we're drawing a pansy, which has probably been my most requested video on Instagram lately. I've got a Sakura of America micron pen in size 02 and some mixed media paper, but feel free to use whatever you have on hand. You can see I've started off here with a curved line coming down from the top of the page, moving outwards to create a wide U shape with a subtle dip in the bottom center back up to the top. Add another curved petal line above this, using a slightly wavy, imperfect line as you draw. I added two C-curve lines along the top to create two petals, one overlapping the next. Pansies have 4 petals pointing upwards and one wider petal pointing downwards. Now add 2 C-curve lines along the top of the first petal we drew, pointing toward the center, and then we can start adding some detail lines. I'm going to keep this first row of lines close together so the small section on the first petal appears darker than the rest of it. Leave a section of lines below these first detail lines with nothing drawn on it. Just leave that space blank, and then I'm going to add more details extending toward the outer edge to help create the look of a curve in the petal. Now I'm going to repeat the same process over the next 2 petals, where I'll draw in some light detail lines extending from the center of the petals outwards, keeping them close together to create a slightly darker area in the petals. Now continue adding more detail lines to the rest of the petals with a light touch, keeping them concentrated to where you'd see a shadow within the petal or toward the base of each petal. While I have you here, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any of these 5-minute flowers, and be sure to let me know in the comments which flower requests you have for upcoming videos. Now let's add a small section of stem with a few parallel lines close together in a bit of a curve. Now add a little jagged line to the outline of the first leaf with a straight bottom edge, and another jagged line mirroring the first above it to create a folded leaf. Add some detail lines or veins to the first leaf by drawing several light lines, starting from the straight line extending upwards toward the jagged outer edge. Repeat on the back side of the leaf. Then we can start drawing another section of stem on the left side with 2 parallel lines that taper off into a narrow point at the tip. Add a curved jagged line on either side that comes together in a point to create the outer edges of this leaf. Now we can start adding some lines or veins to the leaf by adding a row of angled parallel lines to either side of the vein toward the outer edge. Keep your touch light while you draw, and feel free to leave a few areas of white space to create the look of some light catching those areas. And with those final lines, we're done another 5-minute flower. Let me know in the comments which flower you'd like to see next. And until next time, bye-bye.